Um, any of you know Edgar Casey? You studied Edgar Casey? Who has no clue what I'm talking about? Edgar Casey is a very, very famous clairvoyant psychic seer. And he was known as the sleeping prophet. I don't know if you know that. Not because he sleeps a lot. What it is, when people go see him, he goes into a trance, so he looks like he's asleep. So people who don't understand think that he's dreaming or, going to sleep and giving you all these different readings. But in actuality, as his body goes into a trance, energetically he travels in the energy world. And in his waking moment, he's also a fantastic clairvoyant. So a very famous story, I hope it's true, then you better tell me if it's not true. I read it many years ago. He entered an elevator. He looked around, stepped out, elevator closed, it crashed, everybody died. So people asked him, Dr. Casey, why did you step out? He said, when I stepped out, when I went in, nobody had an aura.
Mm-hmm.
You see, we'll talk about this in more detail. Before anything happens physically, it first happens energetically. So when he saw that the energy field is not there anymore, that means the body is about to die. So we'll talk a little bit more about it. So before an ailment actually manifests in your body, it first shows up in your energy field. Now some people say, I don't believe in it. What you and I don't believe, what you and I believe doesn't matter. Gravity is gravity. You step off a building, you'll know there's gravity. So the idea is, if you understand these hidden laws, you're able to harness it. If you deny it, you become a victim of it. For example, if I have just to kind of use this as an example, gravity is gravity, right? So if I understand how gravity works, I can harness it. If I want to draw a line, I don't have a ruler. I take a string, put something heavy. I'll draw a perfectly straight line every single time. So you're harnessing something that's already there. Now, energetically, there are a lot of things that happen in the energy world that, if we're simply aware of it, it can help improve our lives. If you deny it, well, you just hope that it doesn't hit you in the back. Do you get my point? So the whole idea with studying is studying the inner teachings so that as you understand it, you can apply it in your life. Now, how much do you guys want to learn tonight? Okay, we always do this because some people don't get it. It's something like this. Bertha, you know how to do this. Come over. We always do this to start the class. Did you face them? Okay, everybody raise your hands like this. No, I did say it. Just you guys. Okay, just from your heart and your hands, give her some love. Come on, be happy. Okay. Yeah, just close your eyes, focus on your palms and your heart. Imagine sending her loving energy. Okay? Keep giving. Keep your eyes closed. Okay, cross your arms. Anybody feel something different?
Yes.
Uncross your arms. Which one flows better?
Open.
Okay. Better open your hands like this. Just say thank you. Thank you for all your loving energy. Come on, keep giving. Yeah, but I want more. Give me more. How does it feel when she is receptive? Huh? Who feels like it's flowing better compared to before? Okay, it's something like this. Thank you, brother. So it's something like this. How many of you were with me last night in the yoga place? We kind of short on time, so we took this much information and stopped it. There was, this much information, this much time. Well, tonight is even more. So if you want to get the most out of it, do your best to be receptive by not crossing your arms. You can cross your legs, you're not learning from down there. You can cross your eyes, but you won't see. But anyway, all right. Anyway, before we start, let's just close our eyes and ask for blessing, shall we? You can pray to whoever you like to. To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to all the spiritual elders, spiritual teachers, to all the saints of all traditions, to all the holy archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Chok Hok Sui, Mahaguruji Meiling, we humbly invoke for divine light, love, guidance, help, healing, and protection. Thank you for blessing us with a loving heart, an intelligent mind, and a powerful will that we may be of service to others. We thank you in full faith. So be it. All right. I have less than 2 hours, so let's get going. The tree of life, huh? Okay, let's go through it in detail. First of all, everything I'm sharing with you was taught to me by the teacher. I met him in 1988, not by choice. My wife fell from about 14 feet, but halfway through there, straight on hard concrete, and broke her hip. The break was so bad, the doctor said they'll take 3.5 months before the bone could fuse that she could walk. Make a long story short, after I took the pranic healing class with him, did the work on her 3 times a day. In 2 weeks she could walk. In 5 weeks she could run. And all of that with me doubting it and not getting a single thing. So people always ask, why did you continue? People continue to get well. In other words, I tried with other people, it worked. Somebody else, it worked. So whether I felt it or not doesn't matter as long as people get well. So we'll talk about it in more detail. There's a science behind it. Pranic healing is now in 120 countries. These are the different books written by my teacher. How to use energy, how to use color, how to use crystals. Pranic psychotherapy. Do you think emotions are made of energy? How do you know? Let's find out. Put your hand like this. Okay, go like this first. Let's make this experience. Stretch your hands. Go like this. So in Chinese medicine, they say qi or life force follows blood. Or blood follows qi. One of those. They're cousins. Anyway. Okay, go like this. Alright. Open your palms. Keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Relax your shoulders. Focus on your palms. Exhale. Just keep your tongue on your palate. Focus on your palms. Take a deep breath. Hold it. And exhale. Again, focus on your palms. Take a deep breath. Hold it. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. All right. How many could feel a something in their palms? Yeah? Okay. Put it like this. This is the first thing we always do in class. It's called sensitizing your hands. Don't expect anything. Just relax your shoulders. Relax your hands. Just imagine. No, not imagine. Move your hands out like this. Slowly come in. Bring it out. Come in. Anybody feel a sensation in between? Okay, some of you yes, some of you no. When I did this, I felt nothing. In fact, I was 4 years before I even felt anything. I was already teaching the class. Everybody could feel energy except the guy teaching the class. So, shake your hand. One more. Open one palm. We always do this. Imagine you have a laser beam of white light coming out of your finger about this far. You know why you don't do this close? If you do this close, of course you're going to feel it. It's the air. Hit me this far. Okay, ready? Rotate your finger. One direction, the other direction. Anybody feel something in the palm? Some yes, some no? There's only 3 answers. Yes, no, and I'm not sure. Just pick one of those. You can't be wrong. Okay, aim it at the other palm. Same thing. Rotate. And rotate. How many feel a little more with one hand than the other? Okay, let's try something else. Sarah. Alright, could you guys go like this? This hand. It's like a picture. Okay, ready? Let's see if you feel anything. Anybody feel something in their palm? Just the people in the front? No. Why are my eyes? You notice my eyes are closed, right? You know why? It looks more impressive. In other words, it doesn't matter. Okay, put your hand down. It's something like this. You're swimming in an ocean of energy. So anybody could have done, I'm not saying you're not powerful, but anybody could have done what she did. It's just a matter of understanding how this life force affects you. It's directed by your mind, the emotions, and your physiology. Okay? Thank you. Now, let's try something. Put your hand like this. Go like that. It should feel the same or similar. Now, follow me. Go like this. Doesn't matter which hand. Verbally say the word anger to your hand 5 times. Go. Anger. Okay, the other hand. Say happiness 5 times. Happiness, 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 happiness. Compare. Oh, wow. Anybody notice something? Yeah. Now, you did not like feel anger or feel happy. You just said it, right? Now, put your hand like this. Go like that. Go like this. Guess what? Any emotion, any thought that you have is simply a frequency of energy. No matter how pissed off you are, you're about to explode. If somebody could see energy, basically they see a certain color radiating out. You're really happy, you're joyful, a certain energy comes out. That's all. So there are many ways to handle emotions and thoughts. The key is to look at it first as a frequency of energy. So you control it, it doesn't control you. But that's not a very interesting, right? Do you notice there's some people in your life, if there's a crisis, they keep it together, and there are some people who lose it. The question is why? It is how they handle the energy. So if you're interested, we'll talk about it, because tonight it's part of the tree of life. Let's keep going. Some of you noticed I was using a crystal earlier. So a purpose of a crystal is like an amplifier. So right now I'm talking 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The microphone, the speaker simply amplifies and can direct the energy. Yes? Yeah. So crystal basically does that. It amplifies and directs. And depending on the type of crystal, it can be used for protection, it can be used for prosperity, it can be used to improve your relationships, or as you work, you look good. Okay, good enough. This is the book written by Dr. Robbins and myself. By the way, Dr. Robbins' father is here. Jerry's here. That's Dr. Robbins' father. He lives in Houston. They live in Houston. Here's a big guy. And I was told if you want people to notice in this country, you have to do some name dropping. So there you go. Yeah, there's a few people that we are not allowed to say because they want what? Yeah, that. I don't know how they say Anna what?
Anonymity.
That, okay. Anyway, yeah, all right, let's move on. We always show this video, it's just a short one for the ones who haven't seen it. It just gives you a little background on what we do.
Tonight's special assignment, getting well with a wave of the hand, literally. CBS 2's Jennifer Sabi has been looking into what is called pranic healing. Jennifer.
And Jonathan, for thousands of years, Eastern medicine has used prana, or the body's own natural energy, to help people heal. Now, Western medicine and California patients are paying attention to pranic healing.
A healer's hand hovers over a brain tumor patient. Some sweeps and swooshes and small finger turns, and suddenly, what once was paralyzed moves.
That my face was moving in a way that it hadn't moved in 11 years.
A doctor transmits invisible energy to an arthritic knee, and the need for surgery and the pain disappear.
No pain in the knee, I could bend it, no swelling, no nothing.
Some hand waves and wipes, and a man says he walked after doctors told him he never would.
They told me he would be in a wheelchair all of his life.
What these people contend cured them is called pranic healing.
Pranic healing is an ancient science and art of healing that utilizes the energy, which most people call prana or chi, to accelerate the body's own ability to heal itself.
We just use certain movements of our hands, I think, to get the energy to flow better.
2 years ago, urologist Eric Robbins began using pranic healing in his practice. His first patient, someone who wasn't healing, was standard medicine. His first hurdle, telling that patient what he planned to do.
Went into this guy's room and I said, look, we're doing everything we can for you within the realm of standard medicine. Can I try some of this weird energy stuff on you?
2 days later, he says the patient was well. At first, his colleagues thought it was quackery.
Initially, people thought what I was doing was quite strange. I'd get funny looks in the hallways.
But when his tough patient started getting better, his colleagues began sending him theirs.
And I started getting good results with their patients. And then gradually, word trickled out in the hospital.
And soon they started teaching pranic healing classes there. 120 doctors and nurses learned how to do it. Still, physicians emphasize pranic healing is not a replacement for traditional medicine, rather an addition to it.
Energy healing belongs in a comprehensive package of treatment.
You need to be able to complement standard medicine, and that's what we're doing here. This is just another tool in the armament to help patients get better.
A tool so simple, Stephen Coe says, anyone can learn to do it.
You can be used for coughs, colds, headaches. It can be used for stress. It can be used for depression.
Even cravings for candy, he said, my weakness. So I got a pranic treatment, then tested it out. And completely out of character, I could then walk past a candy bin without wanting to reach in. From addictions to arthritis, brain injuries to backaches, healers are using fingers, not forceps. Prana, not pills.
Pranic healing was created by a man named Choa Kok Sui, who actually encourages patients to learn how to do it themselves. And in fact, the woman we showed you with knee problems says she doesn't need the doctor anymore. Anytime her arthritis flares up, she heals herself. And Jonathan and Ann, I am amazed to tell you that 2 weeks ago we shot that segment, and I haven't had a piece of candy since, and I can't believe it myself, actually.
Is there an element of self-hypnosis in this?
Well, I can't say. All I know is that I haven't had candy, and that's something my mother's been trying to wean me off of for maybe 30 years now, so I don't know.
It's real interesting.
Yeah.
It definitely is.
So that gives you the background. That's Dr. Robbins. How many notice when you're stressed, you eat a lot? Yeah? Would you like to know a simple way so you don't stuff your face when you're stressed out?
Yes.
Yeah? Don't worry, no extra charge for this one. Yeah? Okay. It's actually quite simple, but you're not going to believe it until you try it. Your solar plexus, we'll go to the centers. The solar plexus center is the one below your sternum.